All kind of Jews.
What's up, everybody? Alright, right now we're going to do a walk around the new property, the new headquarters, Nsurance, the Johnson Foundation, Tampa FL pickup basketball, and anything else we do. So meeting everybody in the agency is going to be, pretty much everybody I work with is going to be meeting me over here. It's 10:03, a couple minutes behind, but I'm almost there.
Dude just oh, he wants action pictures.
No, this is good. This is all good.
He ain't hit me back, so I'm white.
You know, and so, hey man, how you doing? Nice to see you again.
You waiting on anybody else? As far as you guys?
No, sir. Tony's been in the back in his office, so we just can do our thing whenever you're ready.
Alright, cool. So I got my last two that just showed up here.
Okay, no worries.
There's the dude right there. That's Brandy.
Say hi to everyone else.
Big boy Dom. I was fun.
Your brother's they're pretty good guys.
See you in a minute, Brody. Yeah,
So the small offices, I can always turn on the light, and then you can. We're going to try to get you in everywhere today. So.
Okay, good. The total building is 18,000 square feet.
Well, what it is according to the public records, it's 19,000 under roof total. You know, everybody can measure differently, but I always go by the public records. That's why I put it in there like that. So, in theory, with overhangs and stuff, you're probably at 18,880 or something like that.
So around 19,000.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. And it's 2.2 acres of land. Yeah.
All right. So, we'll check out the full 19,000 square feet. Thank you guys for coming. We're probably going to occupy maybe 5,000 or 6,000 square feet of this entire building, and then the other portion will probably rent out. But 5,000 square feet is a lot of space.
5,000 more than what it is now.
Yeah, I mean, because right now we're at about not that much, right? So this is going to give us, it'll give, the supervisors and the management space to have their own offices. It'll give us different areas, so we'll have probably a health insurance area, we'll have auto insurance area, we'll have an area for the real estate stuff. So it'll give everybody a chance to kind of have their own space, and then on top of that, it'll give us room to grow, right? So 2022 is a year that I'm looking to grow. 2021's been crazy. 2020's been crazy. 2022 is time to get back going, right? So let's check this thing out. And,
it's going to be like a maze, so be patient. So as you go in here, you progressively go through. You'll see small offices as you come in through the entrance. There'll be a couple areas that have secured rooms. We'll probably just try to do a circle.
Okay. Yeah. We'll follow you.
Yeah, okay.
We'll follow you. You just, show us everything.
So what we're going to do is, so you come in here, you've seen these three offices, then we'll come through here. Okay. And upstairs is the conference room. Wow. So you go up there, and Byron, there should be a light right up there. There should be a light right up there when you go.
I want to see this in.
I know. They'll have a whole security cameras watching everybody. Right.
Look at this new race home too.
I know.
Cute.
Yeah, this is nice. This is like way nicer when he does his meetings and everybody like in his little hot box and all. We have to start somewhere, right?
Jim in this bitch? You got it.
You come down here and blow off some steam when you get mad at
And I'm pissed off.
Now we'll turn this into a field trip, right, babe?
Good.
Right. That was the biggest obstacle I had in showering before work.
Shit right there.
Yeah. Right. Nobody will know where Byron is. He'll be down here. We're doing a bicep curl.
Hey, this shit dope.
I'm going with Leo.
My job, bud.
Yeah, so we'll have management, supervisor roles.
That's the history.
It was 60 years ago.
We rename it. We shouldn't be only certain people can have a key to get in there. Because of the security.
Hey, Charles, try to get some of this here. Try to follow this guy.
Okay.
He's telling us about everything.
So you have a couple rooms that have a lot of security, so because they're dealing with software with banks. This is their workout. This is their workroom where they do their computer work software. Watch your step, please. That's an access to out. This is their delivery room. Deliveries that have an automatic roll-up door. You come into the back of the building, and that's where they make their deliveries. This is also all air conditioned.
This is part of the 19,000 square feet?
Yes, sir, it is. Yes, sir. When you see the tax roll, I gave it to Leo. It'll break it down on the Hillsborough County tax. It'll show the breakdown of what each thing is. It'll break it all down and it breaks it down on the square footage to you. I gave a copy of that to Leo back when we first met.
I'm sure he sent it to me.
Yes, sir. So, okay, we got a lot of walking to do. So. Okay, so we come back up here.
Is it silly?
Closed, I can't, you know. Another private office here. This is the owner's office in there. He's in there, you can just take a peek. People are working. That's the owner, he's in there. Come back around here. This is your break room, kitchen area for breaks. That also has access out. So this is your break room in here. It's got a kitchen and everything. So.
I'm Byron.
Yes.
Is there stove again?
Wow.
Better than May?
Wait, you even got a dishwasher.
Oh, it's clean.
It's still done work.
Right.
A special
They got,
Look, I'm peeking in.
and it's clean. What?
It's in there.
What did they got?
Kitchen.
Yeah, so D, we'll do Reggie. So we'll do
It's actually clean. That's great. That's the great.
Oh, they got
so
bathrooms
like
over here.
what I'm thinking. So like over here you'll have
See if they clean.
you know the auto insurance maybe in this space here. So maybe you know you have an office or something, and then you have agents here. Over here could be something like where we do our
All these
trainings.
people moving out.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, no. You know when we buy the building.
So we're gonna have a whole building. I gotta check the bathrooms out. Without the ladies, you can pregame in the kitchen.
There's another room back here. It's a workroom. That's a workroom, and then back
So, guys.
down there is closets and access to the back of the building.
Oh, damn. Oh.
This is another secure area for the banking. This is for their software and their crypto and security. So we can't. These are secured rooms. They have to have a certain temperature and they're secure. There's 3 of them in the building, and this is the 3rd one. Okay, so I can't really get you in there, so I apologize.
What do you mean the crypto? What they do, mining in there?
They do the security for the banks as well as the software. This is another
Oh.
office here, a big office.
Oh, this is a big one here.
Let's see, window. I don't know, bro. That might be it.
Yeah, it's a big one.
That's the principal's office right there, guys.
Yeah. It's already know. There's drinks there for me already. Ain't nothing like my bottle.
You got a cookie, Justin?
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah. We're gonna make this work. You know what I'm saying, Chuck? We're gonna make it work the other way.
Well, because everybody's working.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Normally this is
Yeah. Did you guys go into the server room? We did not go in there. How you doing? Good. You want to get in and see it? Yeah, we might go. Yeah, check it out.
Server room.
I like that. I like that. That'll be.
I can find the servers in that office.
Right behind you, my guy.
No, we're a lot needed of this. We're getting ready for our move. Starting to move things to our co-location. But we have, it's got a dedicated air conditioner. What is it, Tom? 3-ton?
I believe so.
Yeah, it's got a 3-ton unit over the top of it. And then we still have backups.
Really? 3-ton unit over the top.
Yeah. It's got a 3-ton unit in here to make sure it stays nice and cool. And then we have backups because you can do in the summertime or whatever, this thing falls off and it can fall into the generator.
Okay.
Although they're on the, it's on the generator as well.
Okay. So we ain't gonna have a problem with that.
But hey, guess what? On your server room, if the air conditioner goes down, you always want to have something like this as a backup. So,
Wow. So you said this is not your only server room. You have another one at another location as well.
our main server location is across town.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this is not production. This is backup.
Okay.
So backup here, main production is over by the airport. It's on a grid that never goes down. It's got multiple generators and stuff like that. So that's what our specialty is. So.
Cool.
All right. I'm sorry I was on the phone. Anything else that I can tell you that?
No. We're pushing along as far as just my process. We're pushing along. So we're still aiming for.
Wait, I have to sign a release, man. If you want to put.
Yeah, I know. It's.
Yeah.
I got you.
We use this for because of what we do. We were in a highly specific area because we work with banks, and so this area, the regulators, nobody else could go in this area other than the people that went directly to the banks. Okay, these were these people that did that. Now we're doing it all from home. But in order
Is that
to do,
where pretty much everybody is now?
everybody's home. Everybody's home.
You're gonna keep it that way. From
Yes. We're 80 employees and probably, I would say we're probably 50-50. Were we about 50-50, Tom?
Before.
Yeah. 50% of people came here and 50% are all over the place because we're in like 28 states. So they're all over the country. So the ones that were here, they have a special connection that they have to hit to get to the banks. So even from home, they got to come to that special connection. They hit that special connection, and it takes them to the banks. But then what's the same thing? We're video recording every move that they make. So if the bank says, "Oh, you guys did this or you did that," we know that that's the case, and we know that took place or didn't take place. But yeah, we're in the process of now. We got all these guys working from home, and then that other team over there is the late night crew. So if something's going on through the system, and they've clicked on something and somebody's trying to get into them in the middle of the night, that's what those guys are doing. So this one is the help desk during the day, That's the monitoring system for late at night. But now we've been able to move everybody home, even our phones. We don't have, you notice there's no phones on the desk? They took their phones home. When the phone rings at one spot, it rings, it's got a synchronized series so that the people that have to get the phones know it, and they're on top of it.
Wow.
So, yeah. So, but no, we decided that after COVID, but that was already part of our disaster recovery plan. That was part one, because in the event of a hurricane, even with the generators and stuff like that, I had to figure out if my employees could get to the office. So if the employees couldn't get to the office, I can have a fancy building, I can have a generator. So we always had a plan that says if they couldn't get here, we could still operate. And so we just said, okay, flip over to that plan.
Wow.
And everybody's on that plan right now.
Everybody.
Smart.
Yeah.
Some of our customers have said they've been more responsive working from home.
Yeah, we're better working from home.
Because there's actually less distraction where you don't have people walking by, someone gets up, use the restroom, go to lunch or whatever.
Tom Casala, he's my vice president.
You don't have as many interruptions with the people from working from home, is what our customers are saying.
Really?
So the customers, that was the only note they had, that they said something's changed because, people are answering the phone quicker and there's a lot less, gap between that. So it's actually worked out good.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting stat.
So he just showed us the.
You should be privileged, because I ain't never seen it.
That's why we went in before you got here.
Yeah, I was wondering why nobody would let me back in.
That's why. And then from the building, this thing's wired with all the latest. I mean, all your Cat 5 stuff that you're going to need, and all that stuff's in the ceiling. So, and there's probably X number of drops up there, but there's more that came down. There's more going up. That's my senior vice president of
Good morning.
technology right there. So those guys, they're trying to figure out what we're going to move to our co-location facility and what we get rid of his.
So you guys already found something that you're going to transition
No.
to.
No, but I don't. It doesn't matter that much to us, because as long as they get the brains and put all our, because we're upgrading all our to newer equipment inside of our co-location facility. But no, it'll take me a day for what we're going to do. We're going to have a presence for UPS. That's it. UPS and FedEx. That's the only reason we have a small presence.
And then once we get there, we were going to talk about maybe keeping a lot of the stuff in place. Maybe
That's definitely something we can definitely talk about.
Because we have a similar setup with the call center that we have. So
yeah, that's definitely something we could talk about, because we're not going to move a significant part of it. We'll probably have the most important area to us is that back area that's a disaster. Okay, because we need so much of that equipment, and we need an area where the guys to work on it if they got to build equipment to go to the banks. So those ugly looking benches, those are primos. So those ugly looking benches will go with us, and the rest of this stuff, I was going to call my friend at Refurbish's office and said, hey, move it, get it out of here. But no, we're focusing on a December time frame.
Yeah.
Now that drives Stuart crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, as we go into the management meetings, he's like, "Are you kidding me? Hey, that's your job to make it happen, not my job." So
Considering you tell us pull the trigger, considering we can get prepared.
yeah. I mean, we're starting to look around. I mean, and know we're going to be somewhere in this general area.
Right.
We like this area because of the access to the roads. But we'll probably end up with something around 1,500, 2,000 square feet. That's all we need.
not 19,000.
Yeah, no.
Well, I remember in the old days,
In the old days,
loaded up with
it was
people.
loaded.
Yeah,
It was loaded. I mean, we had people.
Yeah.
Even with the people that we had, with 40 or 50 people coming in and out of here, and I would think we probably were 70-30 at one point.
Yeah. Early on we were.
Yeah, early on we were higher, but then as we start putting more people, and the first idea was an administrative person. How can you have an administrative person be remote? Okay, how can you have my accounting? How could you have the accounting person be remote? And then once I got everybody to buy off on that, they're not going to be here. So,
As
and
long as the
that,
productivity is there. You know.
and that way I can keep the talent.
Yeah.
And I can even improve the talent, especially as we went to different banking stuff. But no. But
Okay.
yeah.
To the next adventure.
Yeah. So do you got the other
Yeah,
part of the
yes, sir.
cruise
They're all
out
waiting
there?
there. They're all waiting there, Byron, right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But they're back in here now. They got tired of waiting.
Good for you. More in the back. You guys, why did I expect a big screen? There's more of them in the back.
Oh shit.
The way this is designed, this is like 7,200 square feet. It's designed in the separate suites with their own entrances, or it can be utilized as one. This is like a 2,300 square foot, and then we have a 1,000, and we have a 2,200 square foot, and then we have like a 1,400 square feet, and they all have their own broke down entrances, so that you can interlock and use it all as one, or you can separate these and lease them out separately. So that's how we'll go in. So.
Everything. You do everything here.
You're going to see some different open areas here because the last occupancy in here was a church with a daycare. And they were going to buy the building, and they were not able to, but they modified this building, this section, for the church and their daycare center and school. So that's why you see some of these bigger areas when as we walk through here.
Because we had 19
Really? Never offer me none? What is that? You're so childish, bro.
Got a little bigger than next time.
And by the way, that wall right there, this spot right here is, there's a wall that's made out of, that's framed up, that blocked us off.
Okay, so you put that
You could go right through it if you ever wanted to, which is part of my plan was, if I wanted to expand, I can knock right through and keep going right, come on this side.
So they're just walking through, I'm letting them just go. So
Good ones.
I shared it too.
Huh? You shared them?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
I shared it.
You did? Okay.
just say something about she hasn't been fed or something.
No, they about to eat here.
There's a whole bunch of them.
He's coming around to see the tight end get together. Accordingly.
One at a time.
Yeah, they were all saying, man, it's, you know, too much space in there. They can't take it.
But all this stuff is, we're not gonna have access to this, we're gonna have this all up.
We don't have access to this?
No.
Oh, man.
No, this side is gonna be where we rent off.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. That's actually
Yeah,
smart.
Or company hide and seek.
That's actually smart.
Team building.
He's going to be able to do a lot with this space.
Yeah, we're not gonna,
Right.
we're not gonna get him.
Over there?
Gonna be
We're gonna get him first phase here.
Oh, how much you renting this for?
I don't know yet.
Right. You would sleep close by. Right.
No, we're gonna have multiple.
section of all.
It'll be like the other buildings.
How you going to do that with this space? You're already sectioning off with walls and...
There's another big open space.
Yeah, we're just warming up.
On Mother's Day?
What, right?
Nothing? Right, we did Trump. I'll see y'all later. What's this ready?
Oh, just ran
I'm not gonna work for nobody.
Sound like me.
Reception
So this is the
office.
smallest of all the, this is the smallest office of this side. This could be individually leased out too. So,
Yeah, but still bigger than ours. Right, bigger than what we got now. I know, bigger than ours.
so this is the fire lane. So if you come out here, you would go out the exit to the building. And that door goes to the space you were just in.
Okay.
And that's your emergency exit for fire.
Okay, so they
fire
do
lane.
connect then, that's cool.
Yeah, that's a fire lane. So you have a fire you can get out.
And that takes you out to the other side.
Yes, sir.
I'm stuck.
I ain't want nobody to see me living.
No, it's biodegradable. You good?
The next space we're going to look at, and these all have individual bathrooms, and so they can be leased out individually. They have all access individually.
This is a great size space right here, man. Pretty much, I'm ready to do this thing right here, man.
That's where you're gonna put me in.
I did my dope studio in here.
This was part of the church. Here, one time the church and the daycare and the school took this whole section. They were gonna go into Tony and find a building that was able to financially do it. COVID hurt a lot of things.
Yeah, this shit big. It's a lot.
Should
Of
use a slim lens if you ever put me in.
huh?
Yeah, but no, to be honest, man, he could have. This would have been right here, like, the size of all three buildings.
Like, right. You should tell them that.
This is what? Why we have three? You can't afford it. Make more money.
Yeah, this is enough to keep everybody in this building. You're right. From Hillsborough.
Nah, you can have more than that.
Damn. There's a lot going on in here. What would we possibly do with it?
Yeah, the first section is where
This can be a gym. He could create his own gym in here. Yeah, that's true. Have a gym membership.
Who's been thinking about starting a small business recently?
Yeah, this could be a gym membership.
side?
This is the last phase. This is about 1,400 square feet.
Shut up, puppy. You grab it.
Go in there. Take a peek back through here. This goes back around. And then,
I'm gonna cut you out.
and that's emergency access out to the back of the building. That's the bathroom. So this at one time was used for, it was an environmental company, the lab and everything. That's why you see the vinyl floors, because they dealt with chemicals and stuff. So,
Okay.
Sophie, you can come in here and do all your hair experiments now.
Man, hell no.
All your hair experiments now, man. Hopefully you don't do it anymore, but you know, just thinking about doing that here, man. Come on, dude. I mean, so the insurance man, son of goddamn glue up the candy board. Good Lord.
I went in with the idea of learning more
See you, Chuck. You already know.
Yeah,
We're gonna go
sir.
up, Chuck.
Y'all let me know, man.
So that's why it's almost like
Okay, I'm coming.
yeah, some sort of small gym type thing. Yeah.
The what?
Like a top point, some of the kids, gym, something like that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Stop bullying.
Thank you, bro.
I'm just gonna do it quick.
I swear to God, man, if you don't pay me royalties, huh?
I'm just cameraman. You gotta talk to him about that. He said royalties. That's a smart way to go too. Not just one check.
So you're aware of the development that they're doing in this area? They got a big apartment complex coming over there. They just did the Amazon building there. This one over here, this place right here is under contract. There's something going on right here because I seen the little county.
Yeah, but as a matter of fact, when we go back in, I'll see if I still have them. But I fought that guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Because what he wants to do, he wants to have two entrances. He wants two entrances here. Somebody came in and it looks a little off. You take the performance. I'm not spending that money to correct the sign. And it'll light up, but I haven't. We don't use it that much. You can always got the light. I'm still change it. Don't take it down, man, because you'll pay more.
Right now, how old are you now? 68. Yeah, you got your youth still.
Yeah, I'm a decompress for a month or so.
Thank God.
I'm a decompress for a year or so. I mean, a month or so, and then my team can run it. You know how I met him?